What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we're gonna look at this war between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, because remember yesterday whereby Elon Musk dropped this tweet. So it's time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein file. That is the real reason why they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. And all of a sudden, like, it seems like on his X feed, he dropped another bombshell whereby he shows when Donald Trump invited Epstein to his party in Mar-a-Lago at Mar-a-Lago back in 1992. So it seems like Elon is not done. So, but let's check this video out.
Of a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention.
Donald! Donald! Donald!
The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's fun-loving bachelor lifestyle for an appearance on Faith Daniels' NBC talk show.
We're going to get great ratings in your show.
Trump is surrounded by women as music blares in the background. After a while, Trump goes to greet three new guests, among them the financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on in. Go inside.
More than a decade before his guilty plea on state prostitution charges. Later in the footage, Trump is seen talking to Epstein and another man as women are dancing in front of them. Trump alternates between dancing and pointing out women to Epstein and the other man and telling Epstein about the cameras. Though exactly what they say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances, Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, "Look at her back there. She's hot." And then Trump says something else into Epstein's ear that makes him double over with laughter. But as the president said,
Okay, guys, there you go. There you go. I mean, like, Elon Musk is at the moment, he is very, very crazy. I can't blame the guy. He funded Donald Trump to win the election and helped Donald Trump with Doge in order to cut costs for the American people. But after that, Donald Trump turned on him. I mean, like, it is sort of like really the reason why he said that Donald Trump would have not won the election if it wasn't for him. It wasn't for Elon funding Donald Trump. So I just want us to look at this video whereby Donald Trump explains who he is. But remember the time when he was reading from this poem, The Snake, whereby all of these Mexican Latino voters voted for him, and all of a sudden he turned on them. I mean, like, he was reading a poem whereby he was saying that, you know what, this is me. I'm not who you think I am. You might think that I like you, but I don't really like you at all. So remember, this is now what Trump is doing to Elon. And I feel that maybe Trump doesn't like foreigners, but his wife is a foreigner. So does he really not like foreigners? I don't know, but yeah, let's look at this video.
So here it is, the snake. It's called The Snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you." The border. "Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I have saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, heavens, why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Oh, shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Yes, guys, there you go. I mean, like, that is Trump, whereby he literally explains to you guys that that's who he is. So, does it mean that he really turned against Elon? I mean, like, even Elon lately, like, they've been, I mean, attacking him left and right, whereby they say that he's doing drugs and now he's busy crashing out. But yeah, before I end this video, I just want us to look at this video to which Trump explains his disappointment of Elon. But I'm not gonna play it for that much long. But yeah, let's look at this.
And your big, beautiful bill. What's your reaction to that? Do you think it in any way hurts passage in the Senate, which of course, what is you're seeking?
Well, look, you know, I've always liked Elon, and it's always very surprised. You saw the words he had for me, the words of, and he hasn't said anything about me that's bad. I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. It's the biggest cut in the history of our country. We've never cut. It's about 1.6 trillion in cuts. It's the biggest tax cut. You would say, people's taxes will go way down, but it's the biggest tax cut in history. It's we are doing things in that bill that are unbelievable. And when you look at what we're doing for small businesses, for people, for middle-income people, all of the things that we're doing, nobody's ever seen anything like it. And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And, you know, they're having a hard time, the electric vehicles. And they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, you know, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. That's been in there. That's been, I would say, JD, that hasn't changed. That's been right from the beginning, Mr. Secretary. That hasn't changed at all, right from the beginning. But I know that disturbed him. He wanted, and rightfully, you know, he recommended somebody from that he, I guess, knew very well. I'm sure he respected him, but to run NASA. And I didn't think it was appropriate. And he happened to be a Democrat, like totally Democrat. And I say, you know, look, we won. We get certain privileges, and one of the privileges, we don't have to appoint a Democrat. NASA is very important. We have great people. General Kane is going to be picking somebody with our, we'll be checking him out and seeing, but he wanted that person, a certain person, and we said no. And, you know, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval Desk. And even with the black eye, I said, do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he said, no, I don't think so, which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is. And again, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest economic development moves anywhere. We've never done anything like it. Business is spurred. And I don't know if you've seen the numbers, but the numbers came out. Even the CBO, which is run by Democrats, said that we're going to be doing, I'd like you to discuss it, the 2.8 trillion, that CBO. This is a group of people that are Democrats. They're very hostile to us. They just came out with phenomenal.
Okay, I'm just gonna end the video over there. So there, Trump explains the reason why he did not want to continue with the EV mandate, whereby he says that it cost them billions and billions, and he even says for a fact that Elon knew that the EV mandate was not a priority because the government is subsidizing too much for the car manufacturer, to which they say that most of the American consumers do not really want these cars. Yes, but despite that, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next video. Peace out.